Hi everyone and welcome to Pretty Peacock's Nursery. I'm back with my Bennett. He is the newest addition to my nursery and I got him Friday. He is the Michael Sculpt by Bountiful Baby, and I decided that since he came in this little muslin blanket here and it's got dinosaurs on it. I know you probably can't tell, looking on the video, but and he came in a cute little dinosaur onesie or sleeper, footless sleeper. And so I decided, and I went out the next day to try and find him some clothes at Marshall's, and they had nothing for newborns, or newborn boys, that is. That I did buy a couple of 0 to 3 month outfits. They are huge on him, so I'll just use those on one of my other babies. But anyway, I found one of the outfits I found was like a little dinosaur printed outfit, and then I also found this really super cute lovey, and it's a dinosaur. So I thought, well, I guess the theme for Bennett is going to be dinosaurs. I mean, it's just kind of happened that way, and it's like everything I see that I like for him is dinosaurs. I already had quite a few dinosaur outfits here that my daughter had bought me for Christmas one year because she knows how much I love to shop for baby clothes. So for Christmas, my daughter got me baby clothes. And so they had dinosaurs on them. She had picked out some clothes. So I have a couple of, or not a couple, I have actually probably 6 or 7 onesies with dinosaurs on them. So I thought, and they're newborn size. So I thought, well, that would be perfect just to have a whole dinosaur theme around Mr. Bennett here. So I'm going to change him into this really cute, it's got a little dinosaur onesie. It's just a Carter's onesie. Just really super, but it's just super cute with the little dinosaurs. And that way, since he'll be in a onesie and not in a sleeper, because I know when I did the box opening video, he came home in a sleeper. So this way, you'll be able to see Mr. Bennett's details a little better if he's just wearing a onesie. So he is super cute. I asked a friend of mine in the doll community what kind of diapers she uses for her babies, because she uses cloth diapers. And she let me know. So I'm going to try to find some cloth diapers for my dolls. I know they're like expensive, but with dolls, you don't have to, buy a bunch of them. You just, one-time thing and you're good to go. But yeah, little Bennett here is just a joy. I absolutely love him. He is so cute, and you guys are not going to believe this. Of course, maybe you will, knowing me, but there is another new addition coming to my nursery that was unexpected. I have been looking for, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, what sculpt it is. I have been looking for a Landon, and a friend of mine is selling a bunch of kits, and I had asked her if she had a Landon sculpt, and she said unfortunately she didn't. And it just happened to be that I hopped on reborns.com, and there right in front of my face was a Landon for sale. And so I snatched him up before he sold. He is beautiful. I cannot wait till he gets here. He'll probably be here at the end of this week, depending on when he ships out. But he is beautifully done. And I gravitate more towards the sleeping babies. I do have open-eyed babies, as you well know, but I tend to like sleeping babies more. And I like the Landon asleep better than the Landon awake. Of course, this baby is a Landon awake, but he has done, he's just done beautifully. And I can't wait to get him. Hadn't planned on getting another baby, especially so soon after getting this one. Because I got him Friday, and then a week later I'm going to get another one. So I definitely hadn't expected or planned to add another doll to my collection so soon. but that's what's happening. Because I just didn't want to pass him up, because I know Bountiful Baby has been sold out of the Landon kits for a while. I don't know if they're going to get any of them back or if it's discontinued. So when I saw this baby, I fell in love with him, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get him before he's gone. Because one thing I've noticed, I'm going to list a couple of my dolls on reborns.com. The ones on reborns.com seem to sell faster than if you put it on a site like Mercari or, one of those sites, because I've always put the dolls I decide to sell on Mercari. And sometimes they sell quickly. Most times they don't. And I get a lot of people that lowball me on Mercari. But Mercari is easy to use, and I love it. So, but I thought I would give Reborns.com a try and see if I have better luck. Because I've got a couple of dolls on Mercari right now, but they have been there a while, and they haven't sold. So I'm hoping that if I put them on Reborns.com, that they'll sell quicker. So, anyway. But here he is. He's in his little dinosaur onesie, looking ever so cute and handsome. So I also have some little dinosaur booties, but they're a little bit big on him. I put them on him yesterday, and they kept falling off of him. So I decided that I just wouldn't put him on him today. And this way, now that he's in just a onesie, you can see his coloring a little better. His face is awfully red. It looks like he's been out in the sun. And but I still think he's absolutely adorable. I just do. And last night, I couldn't sleep last night. And I couldn't sleep well anyway. So I started thinking, since, it's kind of happened where Baby Bennett has been surrounded by this whole dinosaur theme. And you know how when you have a baby, not necessarily reborns, but if you have children of your own, I have 3, you always set up their nursery and you do a certain theme for their nursery. Well, of course, the nursery, like my oldest son's theme was Noah's Ark. My daughter's theme was paper doll dresses. And my youngest son's theme was alligators. Well, I can't say that. His actual theme of the room was like sailboats, but he got this alligator toy that he loved, and so all of his like plush toys were alligators. So let me put it that way. So anyway, excuse me, Felicity. You're not. Excuse me. She's all pouting now. So anyway, she, what was I saying? I was talking about the themes to the nursery. Oh my goodness, I totally lost my train of thought when my cat tried to get up in the middle of everything. I'll brush his hair a little bit. So I decided when I couldn't sleep last night that I would come up with a theme for each and every one of my dolls. Obviously my Reborn Nursery's theme is peacocks because, Pretty Peacocks Nursery. So, I've got, peacock pictures on the wall in the nursery and everything like that. But I wanted to come up with not necessarily a theme for each one of my dolls because I don't want to dress them in the same theme every day. I've got, a lot of clothes and I can't dress them, in the same theme every day. I mean, I guess I could, but it would get kind of boring. So they wear, like you saw when I came on this video, he was wearing a sleeper that had sheep all over it. But, for their loveys, for their little security blankets, I came up with a theme for each of my babies. So he is obviously dinosaurs. And, for instance, I've got James in my room right now. And James's theme is whales. So, I came up with animals, basically. Because you can usually find an animal of some kind and do it as a theme for your baby. You can find clothes with whales, blankets with whales. That's not something that's hard to find. I know one of them I did ducks. That's easy to find in baby clothing. One of them I did just like little baby dolls. That's easy to find. One I did lambs. Lambs are very easy to find baby clothes in. Bunnies, things like that. So I kind of just decided, and I just did this in the middle of the night. I made a chart of it, of each baby I have, and what their theme animal is going to be. And mainly it was just because I couldn't sleep last night, and I thought, not all of my babies, not all of my reborns have a lovey that came with them. So why don't I come up with a animal for each one and try to find a lovey in that animal? And so that's what I did last night. It might sound silly. It probably is a little silly, but I couldn't sleep, and instead of just sitting there staring at the ceiling, I was just like, that's kind of a cool idea. And ever so often I come up with things like that I just think, well, that would be kind of a cute idea. And you guys can tell me what you think. You can tell me if you think it's a cute idea or if you think it's absolutely ridiculous or whatever. Everybody has their own opinion about things like that. I know my husband was showing some pictures of my babies to his admin and at work. And like all the ones with open eyes she thought were incredibly creepy because they're so realistic and they look like they're staring at you, some of them. And then the ones that were asleep she thought were all cute. So, and that's what I've run into too, is some people think that dolls that are very realistic looking are just creepy in general. And then some people just think it's the open-eyed dolls that are creepy looking. I don't think, it doesn't bother me in that way. I've loved dolls since I was a little girl. I've loved dolls. I took my dolls to the mall with me and pushed them around in a stroller. I've loved dolls since I was a little girl. And none of my friends liked Barbies, and I liked Barbies too, but none of my friends were into baby dolls like I was. My sister wasn't into them the way I was, and I just always have been. In fact, I think I embarrassed my sister growing up, because she was like, Mom, why are you letting her take this doll into the mall like this? And I think it embarrassed my sister. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it, and my mom didn't care, and that was what happened. And so I've just always loved dolls, and I collected dolls, before I had my children. And then when I had my children, I stopped collecting for quite a few years. And now that my kids are a little bit older, my youngest is 10, they kind of do their own thing now. And so I got back into collecting about 2 or 3 years ago and, came upon the reborns. Before I was collecting only Lee Middleton dolls. I've sold all but 2 of my Lee Middleton dolls because there's 2 that I just love and I can't get rid of them. I just can't bear to part with them. And I've done videos with them before, and one day I'm going to bring them back on here again, just so, something different to show you guys. But anyway, that's kind of what's been going on with me this weekend. I've just been, buying another baby, thinking about themes for my babies, thinking about how I've collected and what I've collected and how much I've invested in these dolls. And it's, it's not a cheap hobby. It's, my brother collects model trains, the electric model trains, and that's a very expensive hobby. And so is this. Especially when you get into the silicone dolls. The silicones are obviously, much more expensive than the vinyl. But as I've said before, silicone I don't think is my thing. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're beautiful works of art. But I think for me, not knowing how to take care of them to the best ability that they need to be taken care of, I think I should just stick with the vinyl babies. And How can you not love this? I mean, my goodness. I know he's a little red-faced, but I don't care. I think he's beautiful. He's got little milk dots on his nose. He's just beautiful. His little feet. I noticed with him, he's not as red on his limbs as he is in the face. She put a little more veining, I think, in his face, so it makes him look a little more bluish red. But I still look at that little face, those eyes. Ever since Bountiful Baby came out with this Michael sculpt, which has been recent, I've seen a lot of people who have reborned the Michael sculpt, and I've seen a lot of them on reborns.com. But I saw this little guy, and I just thought, I just love that little face, that little sleeping, sweet, precious little face. So I love the Michael sculpt, and so little Bennett here is just a joy to have in my nursery now. So anyway, that's about all I have for today. I will definitely see you again this week as I do a box opening for my Landon sculpt. I don't know what I'm going to name him yet. I may keep his name Landon. I don't know. In the past, I've had a couple of Landon sculpts, 3 actually, and I've never had good luck with them. But I love the sculpt. So this is going to be my 4th try at a Landon. And if this one has issues, I don't think I'll ever try to buy another Landon again. I just don't think I can. But I love the Landon sculpt. That's why I'm trying one more time to, get a Landon and have luck with it. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their Monday. I'm going to go and get some things around my house done, and I will see all of you on my next video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see everyone soon. Bye now.